just gotta change the title of this to The Descent. This Descent does not have an M in the name. Okay, there we go. Now that's good. This is very nice. It's very nice. So hello, we are back. This is my possibly final time doing Dragon Age Inquisition. Well, I'll probably do more. It'll probably take more than one day if Jaws of Hakon are any indication. But oops, I wasn't looking at where I was going. I was running myself into a wall. But anyway, I already finished my drink before I even started recording. That sucks. Ugh. But yeah, we have we have another thing here. I've got everything in the Inquisition perks. Okay. But it is time for us to do, since I've already done Jaws of Hakon and Trespasser, it's time for me to do the last available DLC. That's The Descent. So yes, here we go. It's gonna be great. Disaster in the Deep Roads. A construction team arrived in the Storm Coast Mountains and setting up a mining lift to transport Inquisition forces from the earthquake fissures opening down in the Deep Roads. And report sent by messenger bird. Inquisitor, the mining lift in the Storm Coast Mountains will be finished by the time you get here. Anyone going into the Deep Roads should dress accordingly. Don't skimp on the armor and bring the best weapons in Skyhold's arsenal. Already made sure I did that. I would also recommend packing plenty of dry rations. Most things down here will be looking to eat the Inquisition, not the other way around. Okay, I'm excited. It's kind of a bittersweet thing. I'm excited to do this one, but at the same time, this is my last DLC to record. This is my last big chunk of the game. At least until they make Dragon Age 4. If they do. I really hope they do. Please make Dragon Age 4. It's not the last time you guys are going to see Dragon Age, because even though I filmed them all out of order, I'm going to release them in the order of Jaws of Hakon, The Descent, and then finally I will release Trespasser last, because technically I was supposed to do that one last, even though I did it first. Yeah, that was bad planning on my part. But hey, we're going to make it work. And there's Harding. I like how they put more Harding in these DLCs.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the Deep Roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
Oh, I forgot to put everybody's armor on. This is embarrassing. I had to take them off so I can tint them correctly.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
So you haven't seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. Cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you.
Don't worry, guys. We'll get you dressed here in a second.
Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
Harding doesn't come with me.
Lowered into a hole. What an auspicious start.
We've been in worse places.
Perhaps you have, my dear.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King, really.
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the Deep Roads.
We should be wary of raw lyrium.
I'm more worried about finding Darkspawn.
Neither is a pleasing prospect.
It's actually kind of cute. And by cute, I mean beautiful. I don't know why I had said cute. It's like the second time I've done that. Because then I do that in...
Korut,
I did that in something.
my girl, Novrik, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Vala, Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the Deep Roads.
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight Darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause and celebrate their own funerals before entering the Deep Roads.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
What will happen if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. And Orzammar's economy relies on the lyrium trade. Without it, there will be chaos above and below.
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Ooh, dang. Cassandra. Was that Cassandra or was that...
Apologies for pushing you.
Aren't
That was her.
light thing?
I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Okay, hold on. But before we do that... Gotta get everybody actually ready for this. Oops. No, I don't need to do that. Oh, and I forgot to put my extra stuff away too. There we go. Now everybody's got their armor on. Oh, there's a landmark, right? Oh,
Keep your eyes open.
that actually kind of surprised me. I might have controller started vibrating. It's uncontrollably. Oh, there's only 6 landmarks in here.
An ogre!
I hate the Deep Roads.
Sorry, Varric. I know you don't. Oh, to break the ogre's grab, use an ability with a physical effect such as stun, knockback, or knockdown. Okay. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Well, it's distracted.
Dang, this thing doesn't want to die. That did next to nothing. Shoot. I can't stand that angle, I'm sorry. Ow. Varric doesn't like the deep roads. Maybe...
Right now.
Do I have any opportunity to change my party? I'm starting to have second thoughts. Where even is Varric? Oh my! Oh, that little dwarfen person is with me. Okay. If only you were Harding. I wish Harding was a playable character.
Now's the time to attack!
Okay, now this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Now, while it's distracted!
What do you think I'm doing?
It's not focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
Ow.
Now, while it's distracted!
There we go. Finally, that took forever.
Stay on your guard.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Alright. Let's go.
I will never get used to the stench of Darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air. That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Okay, there's a camp. So I'm thinking, we got a glimpse of them before, but maybe we give some time to our secondary party.
Get those charges to the tunnels!
Lots of darkspawn here.
Someone prime the sonic fuses!
Hey, that'll be me.
We can't
I will
lose
prime
this
the salting
position.
cheeses.
Hurry!
Oh, we need darkspawn slaying.
Can't set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks!
Okay, so we have to kill him first. Now I wish I hadn't wasted that rift thing on the ogres. This is working pretty well in my favor, though. And boom. Totally missed that. Nobody... Don't judge me. Ow. Ow. Oh shoot, he's within the bounds. I didn't think that through very well. And now... Whew. Starting to be a bit more like Origins now, fighting Darkspawn just like the old days. Thanks, Cassandra.
The seal's clear! Prime the charges!
Now! Set the charges!
I'm doing it. Did I do it?
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Renn, a veteran of the 5th Blight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thetis to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the Darkspawn. Renn and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
For such a small group, your people have held up well.
The Quakes took a lot of us. Reinforcements will be slow to arrive.
Take cover!
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
How could an earthquake be caused deliberately?
We get plenty of natural tremors down here. These are different. She thinks she knows why.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Renn last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity, but now? The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Renn hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense. And Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
Okay, so Volta. That's her name.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.